Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Meister Tarot. Fabulous to have you along with me. Yes, the weather is still feral outside. Yes, there's rain, wind, flooding, and it is supposed to start easing this evening, and then the cold will start coming through. So, whippy! It is winter, but it has been quite a horrific, wet winter. We would love to be able to send our excess water to those that are struggling from drought. There is a very famous Australian poem. I think it's called My Country, but it's more commonly known as I Love a Sunburnt Country by Dorothy McKellar. And one of the lines is a land of drought and flooding rain. And that's what we seem to be having, although worse than normal. Okay, what I want to have a look at today is the SCOTUS, basically. I might do an overview of the SCOTUS and then I might have a quick look at various aspects. I haven't looked at the Supreme Court in its entirety for a while yet. Was thinking about whether to read on getting rid of the Electoral College, but I can't see that happening in the near future. For those that don't understand how the Electoral College in the US works, I think, and let me know if I get it wrong, is that each state gets gets 2 votes, one for each of its senators, and then they also get 1 vote per House representative or something as to who becomes elected as president. So the president isn't actually elected on who gets the majority. The president is elected on the decision of these, who is authorised by who wins the Senate votes and the House votes and things like that. So a president who gets a majority vote may still not be elected president due to this system. It's a little bit confusing. It was set up by the founding fathers so that those in control had the final say as to who was president, because they couldn't trust the populace to vote for who the powers that be wanted as president. They couldn't trust the general population, so they basically set it up so that those in control, those in power, have the final say rather than the voter themselves. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a general Supreme Court reading, and then I'm going to have a look at a few aspects. What deck am I going to use today? I might just use my, I'll use my general, my Gilded Tarot Royale. Really do need to get myself some more decks. Happy for recommendations. So I'll use my Gilded Tarot Royale, and I'll just do a general overview of the SCOTUS, the energies in the SCOTUS, and then we'll have a look at, oh goodness, what do I want? Roe versus Wade, the gutting of the EPA, the voter rights, the electoral rights being taken away from federal and given back to the states, the Federalist Society, the dark money, who's beholden. We'll have a quick look, see how we go for time. I have read numerous times on particular judges, not all the judges. I have seen 3 very early this year or late last year, I can't remember. I did a reading and there were 3 judges that were going to go. One of them has already gone. He retired and is being replaced by Ketanji Brown Jackson. So that's one. There are 2 more that will be going, according to my reading, within the next 12 months. I have seen that they are Clarence Thomas and Justice Roberts, because I think Roberts has just gotten so disillusioned that he just cannot deal with it anymore. But I don't, and then there will be, I have seen Kavanaugh going thereafter. So I think what's going to happen is that Clarence Thomas is so blatant that he will be forced out. Roberts will resign because he's just fed up with the whole thing. But it's not till after the midterms that investigation can really start into Kavanaugh. Now, I haven't seen Coney Barrett go, unfortunately, but I think if those three go, and that will be while Biden is still president, they will be replaced by Democrats, which will supersede the need for an expansion of the Supreme Court, which may still happen, but it will mean that the Supreme Court becomes more balanced if those three are replaced with Democrats, or just more just. Okay, tell me about just general energies of the Supreme Court. Sorry, I've been waffling as usual. General energies of the Supreme Court. General energies of the Supreme Court. General energies. Tell me about the general energies, thank you, Meister, of the Supreme Court. Right. When I say thank you, Meister, it's because I can feel him settling in for the reading itself. So thank you. Oh, that one was already flipped over. Okay, the general energies is restriction. This is very much a despair card as well. But that is their intention at the moment, is to restrict. I don't understand. They're hanging themselves, literally, by the decisions that they are making. But, okay, thank you, Master. Their intention is to restrict the federal government's influence, which also leads to its ability to restrict the truth. Okay, thank you, Meister. Crossed by, goodness me, look at those two cards. Crossed by complete and utter downfall, and this is what I'm saying. They're stabbing themselves in the back. They're giving themselves enough rope to hang. I mean, you can't make these sorts of decisions that they're making without inspiring the populace to vote against you. Point of interest, which is, none of my business here or there really, but the highest category of women that get abortions are white religious women. I don't understand why they would. What's happening is it's almost like they're attacking their own base without realizing. They're not stupid people, but I just don't understand the steps that they haven't thought it through, put it that way. Okay, these restrictions that they're putting on, these hamstringings, are going to be their downfall. Oh man, it's going, base of the reading, base of the current energies, it is the end of them. It will bring about authentic reform. In the past, holy smokes, 8, 9, 10, death. They are causing huge anxiety amongst people. I'm just looking at this figure in the background. I'm trying to work out whether she's a handmaid maiden or whether she almost, when I first glanced at her, she looked to me like a midwife. Also have this owl of truth and wisdom outside the window, but it is outside the window. So we have this woman of protection The wisdom is outside the window, but we have the anxiety of the women of the United States. Whether one is of birthing age or not, this feeling of sisterhood worldwide in support of the women of the United States is really palpable, and I think they've underestimated it. Crowning, why did I not? Why did I expect to see that one? This is about dark money, money laundering, money being the foundation of what they are doing. There is a hidden agenda, immediate futures, there's a hidden agenda that may never be fully revealed, but of actions that we do not understand, and I don't understand why they're taking these actions, even as an observer from the other side of the world, but they have a hidden agenda. Externally, Queen of Cups, I like her, so outside the SCOTUS, feminine energy, calm, diplomatic, have a plan. They're bringing forward this cup that we don't know what's in it. There is power in that cup that is going to be revealed. So that is externally. Internally, oh boy, they've got some bad energies, this SCOTUS. Now, not all the SCOTUS are bad, but the general energy of the SCOTUS is these energies. They are trying to find a way forward through the obstacles. However, they have these obstacles in their path. They're trying to. Internally, they're trying to. Yeah, I think this ties in with this, is that they're trying to overcome these protective obstacles that are in their path. Okay, hopes and fears. Well, I don't know if you need me to explain that one. Breaking down of the old structures so it can be rebuilt anew. Complete devastation of the SCOTUS and the crown. If you have a look at the very top there, the crown is flung off the top of this pedestal symbolism, and this is very much the law court. The SCOTUS itself is going to be destroyed. Now, you have a look at this one, it's not actually a lightning strike, it's a destruction that comes from within, an explosion that comes from within that destroys it. The outcome, wish fulfillment, celebration, as the harsh truth is revealed in regards to this partisanship. And why did I expect him to turn up? There is going to be a bombshell come forward, a bombshell message come forward that we are not expecting. This is the women voters, but this is very potentially someone or a group of people that are working in the SCOTUS, a young group of people who have ideals and they want a future for their country, and they're going to expose this devil energy. Something to do with the patriarch. Oh, okay. Can't remember the name of the other person that Trump put in, some super old dude. But yeah, this energy is bringing forward a bombshell in regards to the patriarchal members of the Supreme Court, the my way or the highway, about their lies and deceptions and stealing of the truth. And it is going to be a really powerful message. What we have base is the Five of Swords, betrayal, sabotage, deception that's going on. It's going to be revealed. There is a message going to be brought forward in regards to it that is going to lead to heartbreak and disappointment and loss of the court itself. So Thank you, Meister. They're the energies inside the court at the moment. Okay. What I'm going to look at, rather than the particular facets that they have, just, as I said, Roe versus Wade gutted the EPA, so basically the polluters can pollute, and it's seriously, why? Wanting to return the voter rights to the states instead of federal. The Federalist Society is behind it. Did you see the dollars that went into getting? I really don't understand it. So the money that was spent to get Coney Barrett and Kavanaugh onto the Supreme Court was something like $14,000 for one and $20-something thousand for the $14 million for one and $20 million something for the other, to get them onto the Supreme Court. Why is there money involved in the allocation of these judges? They should be on merit, and they should be on ability, and they should be on their wisdom. Why is there even money involved? Anyhow, so what I'm going to have a look at, as an Australian, that just flabbergasts me, because judges are appointed independently based on their ability in Australia. They're not appointed by necessarily the government of the day. There might be a recommendation made to the. I'd have to look into it. There might be a recommendation, and the department of the day, which is a bipartisan department, installs the judges, etc. But it's not down to for example, the Labor Party's in power at the moment. It's not the Labor Party deciding that they're going to put all the judges in. It's done on a very fair, equitable basis. So, okay, let me have a look. Is there dark? Oh gosh, yeah, sorry. Is there dark money in the SCOTUS? And I got this massive chill up my leg. Is there dark money? Is there corruption? Is there corrupt money currently in the SCOTUS? 4, even number, which is a yes, but it is about the truth. The truth itself is in this position because of the money that's involved. The truth has been wounded. The truth is in retreat. The truth is needing to rest and recover. Oh dear. Okay, tell me about entertainment purposes only, allegedly, speculation, all that sort of jazz. This is a tarot reading. It is not a court of law or a legal governmental judgment. It is a tarot reading. All I'm doing is telling you what I am being told from the spirits and reading the cards to the best of my ability, which I must admit sometimes I get wrong. The cards don't lie, but sometimes the messenger doesn't quite see the message right. Tell me about, is there dark money and corruption currently in the Supreme Court, and is it going to be exposed? So I'll do a full Celtic on this one, because is it going to be exposed? We'll have a look at all the energies. Is there dark money and corruption in the Supreme Court, allegedly, that is going to be exposed? Full Celtic, please, Master. Oh, the rain stopped. Is there corruption, financial corruption, and is it going to be exposed? Oh, do I need to go any further? Yes, I do. I'll do a full Celtic. Oh dear. Thank you, Meister. Tell me, is there corruption, financial corruption in the Supreme Court, allegedly, and is it going to be exposed? Okay, thank you. Yes. Oh, sorry, I've got this glow on these cards again. Sorry, I hope you can see them. I should think about where I am before I use them. But that's very much, yes, it will be exposed. Let's see if I can get that angle a bit better. Russia. Oh! That brings me back to what I said yesterday. What was it on state television? One of the commentators said that the Russian hierarchy are looking at their option as to whether they can reinstall Trump as president. So that speaks volumes. Yes, investigation. And yes, Russia. Gosh, again, seedy underbelly going to be exposed. It's going to be brought to the surface, exposed to the moon. It's going to have to wander down this path and be looked at on its entire journey as it passes through the gates of wisdom, passes by the wolf and the domestic dog. You can decide who's the wolf and who's the domestic dog. But yeah, it's climbing out of the swamp. In the past, victory. But victory can be fleeting. But this is about Trump getting his peoples into the Supreme Court. This is a feeling of all-powering control. This is about they can do what they want. This is their victory. But beware. Crowning the lawmakers. Doesn't surprise me. Near future. A new beginning, but I'm also looking at this, the offering of the money. Great money. A lot of money. So this is about following this path in regards to the money. Thank you, Meister. Externally, there is going to be an offer brought forward. This is a slow night. He is an emotional night. There is going to be some sort of emotional offer being brought forward. You'll notice that the horse isn't looking this way, the knight's not looking this way. They are intent on their journey. Internally, walking away from what no longer serves. There is somebody who internally is going to feel great disappointment at what has happened, and they're going to externally bring forward this offer. Don't know who it is. Hopes and fears, the Strength card. This is bringing the subconscious into the consciousness. It's also about inner strength, inner compassion. So this is our hope. This is the hope and fear that this strength will be brought forward. Outcome. It's all about the agreements that have been made, the truth being loaded onto the boat, moving on to calmer waters. A new beginning. And we have the queen, the feminine lawmaker at the end here. The masculine lawmaker, the feminine lawmaker. And emotional overwhelming is this truth is brought forward, is loaded on and brought forward for the sake of in regards to these contracts and agreements. There will be cards held close to the chest, but there will be this work done to bring forward this message. They are at a crossroads. They are juggling. But we have this rebalancing. Moderation. What do we have on the base? The Wheel of Fortune. Some fortunes will rise as others fall. Karma coming and biting them on the bum in regards to the smugness. They're going to be embattled in regards to this patriarchal energy that they've been projecting. It's going to be heartbreak and loss. And an inevitable ending for them, for some of them. Just looking at here, they're at a crossroads as to the money being exposed. Thank you, Master. So, is there corruption? Is there dark money? Yes, not everybody. Interesting that Russia card. I was going to ask who they were beholden to. I might have a look. So those that have accepted the Federalist Society money. I mean, Kavanagh got all his millions of dollars worth of debt paid off. You know, you don't do that without strings attached, do you? Who are those that are corrupted? Who are they beholden to? Those that are corrupted on the Supreme Court, who are they beholden to, and hence why are they doing this, taking these actions that they are taking? I don't understand why they're doing it. All they're doing is giving themselves enough, making the noose for their own necks, basically. They don't seem to be able to see the future. Thank you, Meister. They can see the future. They can see that what they're doing does not serve either the people of the United States or themselves. Okay, those that are making these decisions, these corrupt decisions, they are making these decisions because, yes, they are beholden. They know what they're doing is not helping themselves or helping the GOP or helping the American people, but they are doing it because of the strings being pulled. It's like a puppet. I can see a marionette. Okay, tell me, who are these corrupt, allegedly, entertainment only, corrupt SCOTUS judges beholden to? I'll just do 4 cards. Who are these corrupt SCOTUS judges beholden to? Ten of Swords, complete and utter downfall. This gets back to what I was talking about. They know what they're doing is bringing about their own downfall. The truth is just stab, 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 stab. Okay. They are beholden to, I knew this, I saw this card coming out. I knew it was going to come out. Their downfall is going to be the money that they have accepted from big corporations. Yeah, big corporations. If I say oligarchs, I don't necessarily mean Russian oligarchs. It can just be those that made their money in a corrupt manner. Trump augur's a perfect example, but I don't think Trump augur's actually... I don't think Trump would waste... I'll say waste his money on the Supreme Court. He won't. He wouldn't spend his own money on the Supreme Court, but he'd quite happily spend others. But this is the big corporations, those that have a vested financial interest in the decisions that are being made, in fighting the church. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we've got, this is going to bring down, the truth of this is going to come out and bring down their absolute downfall. It is, we've got 2 10s which are endings as well. It's the big corporations, and there is a battle going on between these big corporations and the church in regards to this. This is childish, petty, immature, not taking sides, just ganging up and fighting each other. But yeah, we've got just the fact that we've got these two on either side. There is going to be a message brought forward in regards to this money and how it led to the victories. It is it will be under investigation, and it will change the fortunes. It is about reaping what they sowed, loss and disappointment, and then a new start, a powerful new start. Base, we've got, it's all about the contracts and agreements. This is the Lovers, about stealing the truth. A plan that they were trying to get to come to fruition really quickly. It is a hidden agenda, but they're now at this crossroads. So yeah, beholden to church and corporations. Church. Now, why did I suddenly see one of these, the big gilded house of one of these mega church leaders or something, who with their gold taps and their 3 private helicopters, etc., while the evangelists who have the big television channels or fill the stadiums or whatever it is, there's someone of that ilk involved, and there is also corporations involved. But we knew that. Anyone with half a brain and a logic can see that is what is obvious. But it's always nice to have the cards reinforce it for us. I'm just going to pull one line with my intuition cards. I'm not going to do a whole reading. Just tell me one line. Tell me one line, SCOTUS. Thank you. Getting a tingling. One line for the SCOTUS, because we have been going. It's going to be a lot of hard work, because we have been going half an hour. One line regarding the SCOTUS. Getting a lot of cards in there now. However, the same ones keep coming up, which is always interesting. Tell me just one line regarding the energies of the SCOTUS. Transformation is on the go. We need to trust in the messaging we hear and the rule of strength. So this isn't about the SCOTUS. This is about it will be transforming. But just one line, please. One line about the energies of the SCOTUS. Thank you. Right, bring you down. One line about the energies of the SCOTUS. Ooh! Don't think I need to explain that card. But this is the majority of people. The majority of people, there is going to be confinement, restriction, There is confinement. Okay. Confinement and restriction of the majority of people. Another couple of cards, please, Master. Another couple of cards. And then that'll do us for today. Okay. Okay. Good will overcome the intertwining. Okay. So what we've got here is the people, actually. The people will call for, this is the everyone coming out to vote, will cause a restriction for the good that will lead to the lightning bolt and the conflict. It will make this insignificant in regards to this intertwining. Yes, we need to take a leap of faith is the key to flip this. So we need to take the leap of faith. Base is freedom. Fear, bullseye. And strength. So this is basically telling me to get out, telling you in the US to get out and vote. Have a leap of faith that by voting for, and you may not necessarily support all the democratic views, but at the moment what we have is the best of a bad lot, really. And that's what politics comes down to. It's not so much who's the best, it's more a case of who's the least worst. But yeah, have the leap of faith, and the leap of faith is the key in the freedoms. It is the fear of the loss that you've had in the US, the fear of what SCOTUS is doing, and this leap of faith is what is required to flip. So it's the people that are coming out that will restrict the SCOTUS. I'm trying to remember what was in the rest of that line, but we had the conflict and the lightning strike will make the SCOTUS in its current form insignificant in regards, so the intertwining will be struck by lightning. Okay, whew, that was a bit of a tricky one. So thank you for joining me. Things are positive, but it is coming down to the vote in November. So take care, stay in the positive, stay in the strength. I keep saying do what you can, don't be disappointed at what you can't. And we around the rest of the world are cheering for you and sending our love and our light. Okay, thank you. Have a fabulous weekend, and I shall see you on Sunday for Meister's Guidance, and then catch you again next week. Catch you later. Bye-bye.